If y'all don't know me, everybody knows me as a debater. Let me break it down. It don't matter what I believe in, I'm going to defend it to the fullest. What does that have to do with this video? Let's check it out.
Hey neighbor, welcome back to Beyond ARTV. My name is John and it's time for another episode of Hate It or Love It, the series where we look at why people love or hate a certain band or artist. And
Okay.
today, the artist in question is arguably the biggest artist on the planet, in the entire universe right now. It's young William Eilish, aka Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell. I had to look at that to make sure I had it entirely
Why'd you
right.
have to look at that?
But how are you gonna hate someone whose partial middle name is Pirate? Why do people hate Billie Eilish? She's on top of the world, on top of her game right now, putting out some music that I'm definitely a fan of. But people online don't exactly seem to be all that impressed. Of course, she's won over millions and millions of fans, and of course followers. Her Instagram has flooded to more than 40 million and other socials close behind. But a lot of people don't seem impressed for a myriad of different reasons. So keep in mind, I have to give a disclaimer as always, unfortunately, because it seems like it stumps a lot of y'all out there.
Had to get the
These
audio
are not
settings
my
right.
opinions that I'm putting out. I will let you know if I disagree or agree with each point as we go through and break them down. But this is a general consensus that I've found. The 7 reasons why the internet hates Billie Eilish, according to Reddit, according to think pieces, according to all of the other sources that I've scoured throughout the entire interwebs, and I put them
Reddit.
into one video.
Fake, deep, edgy lyrics.
We need to let 'em-
Before you open your mouth, I'm gonna speak first, sir, on every topic. Fake, deep, edgy lyrics. Me personally, this is probably the biggest thing I would ever hear about Billie Eilish. The fake, deep, edgy stuff. The why are you so depressed? The why are you so emo or something like that. Again, and it should go without saying at this point, the girl started making music in her teenage years. Now, I'm a guy, right? And guys in puberty and early teenage years is still a whole different experience than what women go through. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm going through, when I'm 14, 15, 16, well, me, I didn't start liking women until I was 17, but still like 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 is like, it's still navigating, like understanding that cliques and stuff exist in like high school and middle school and stuff like that, and just how to navigate life and stuff like that. And you're prone to be more sensitive to shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is. Now, if you're tired of that excuse that oh she was young and stuff like that, okay, I'm sorry that her life has had experiences. I mean, I don't understand how else like you're supposed to like what like you have to be able to describe what fake deep means. But like in any category, what does fake deep mean? What does fake edgy mean? Like I've heard the edgy term before, but I don't really know what that means. I think it's like a rage baiter basically or something like that. But like fake deep, I'm pretty sure she's like actually talking about herself in her lyrics. Her lyrics don't ever come off like, and this is not a bad thing, like she's trying to like make a message, like send advice or something like that. It seems like she's just writing her life to a beat. I don't understand what could be fake deep about that, especially when she's been in the public eye since she was young. So you know what's going on. She has documentaries. How is this fake deep? Every part of her life has been getting documented. When she was making Ocean Eyes, was it not being recorded? Like she's been like her life is public knowledge. Her life is searchable on the internet, like literally her whole life. There's probably videos of her going to the bathroom, bro. Like on you know what I'm saying? Like this is just weird people like hating on either hating on a successful person, hating on a woman, hating on a white woman. Like it's just hate. It's just hate. It's just hate.
We need to let a major cat out of the bag first. The fake, edgy, deep lyrics, at least that's what some people call them, they don't feel that Billie is authentic. They think that these lyrics are twisted in a way that makes her sound cool, because that, alongside her voice, her vibe, her persona, the dark pop, alternative pop, whatever she is, people feel that she's being a tryhard. I've also seen people going through and talking about how her lyrics tackle these deeper subjects that might appeal to younger people, sure, and they're kind of afraid that she's not handling the responsibility of being so popular and relaying messages very well to her audience and that they can be harmful.
But she goes on, but she goes, and I'm seeing what I'm gonna say is straight from the edit videos we be doing. When we be doing Billie Eilish edits, part 1, 2, 3, 4, you know what I'm saying? She goes on stage and says, she says, why do boys care about our bodies? Love your body, love who you are. She says that. She tells rich people to donate. She donates herself. What message is she fucking up? Again, like I don't believe that like an artist should be held fully responsible for the message that they have in their music because of what the listener might do with it. If Billie has ever felt like self-harming, if she has ever felt body dysphoria, if she has ever felt ugly and she puts that in a song, she shouldn't be responsible for someone taking that and then self-harming themselves, or now they're feeling body dysphoria or something like that. I am solely an artist, and I am giving you my product, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I like to tell someone again. This is a 16-year-old girl that you're talking about, bro. You feel what I'm saying? To tell a 16-year-old girl that she's not responsible for this. And by the way, I know that he said that he don't feel these things, but he said he's gonna say his opinion. But I'm talking to you, bitch ass haters that hate on people that you don't even know. What's positive about there are artists I don't like, and I just don't. Maybe I'm different. When I don't like something, I don't talk about it. I don't eat it. I don't bring it up. And if there's a conversation about it, I don't involve myself. That's just me. Maybe I'm different. So I just never understood that like people. And then it's just like use your damn brain. Even if I didn't like Billie Eilish, if you told me that, oh, there's this 16-year-old girl that just made this song called Ocean Eyes, I'd be like, oh damn. And if I didn't like it, I'd be like, and just skip it, bro. Like it's just not logic. And then a lot of times you don't realize that a lot of the times you don't come off logical is it's probably because you coming from a place of malicious intent, bro. Think about what you say. Think about how you feel before you think and before you say. Remember I told y'all that. Think about how you feel before you think, before you say.
I personally don't see it that way because everybody's taste is different in terms of how something hits them. Not everything is so black and white. And for the fake edgy thing, I guess I can see that perspective, especially if she's talking about all of these different roles that she's putting herself in, and it seems like she's setting it up to be something bigger than it actually is, especially given that she apparently has a problem with rap's lyrics not being true. I mean, maybe.
Whoa. Billie. Whoa. Now I'm gonna let y'all, cause Billie's probably busy right now. She can't respond. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and comment what she meant about that. We know I'm a big rap fan. You know, YoungBoy is my favorite artist. I love Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Hey, oh, isn't that crazy? I like Kanye West. And didn't he say something like she should apologize on it? But I need an whoa, whoa. Now there is. I mean, I don't know if there's lying in a rap. I mean, every dude that rap ain't a killer and all of that, but like I don't think there's a lot of like lying in rap. You know what I'm saying? Other than like committing murder. You know what I'm saying? Other than that. But like, oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe I have a problem with that sometimes too, but also, Billie, when it comes to that, I have to call you on it and say that not all of your songs are 100% authentic either. It's done for the sake of telling a story.
How y'all feel about that? Y'all think she, and it's not, when you say it's for the sake of telling a story, is it lying at that point? And then obviously we are positive in the 2350 universe, you know what I'm saying? We don't condone lying, but calm down. When you're saying it's for the sake of something, if I am selling a product, let's say I was to become a rapper right now, and I'm very aware that people listen to Gunna, Young Thug, 21 Savage, Young Boy, and they listen to that. They listen to a lot of this in their songs. You know what I'm saying? And I was to become a rapper right now, and my music contains that stuff. Am I a liar or entertainer at that point? Like, you can interpret it both ways. You could easily call me a liar because you ain't shooting nobody for real, ski. You not, whoa. You know what I'm saying? But somebody be like, he's doing it for entertainment. And if you're a music connoisseur, you might not respect that, but you can understand that. You know what I'm saying? So even if I was aware that she's lying about something in her music, I wouldn't call her a liar. At that point, I would say that's for entertainment purposes, or that song specifically, or that whatever, that part of her discography specifically is just for sending a message. or speaking light, or putting shedding light on something that she feels people don't talk about, or she personally just wants to shed light on it. Pussy ass nigga, fuck. Because say for example, y'all know, come on guys, look. Now, say for example, and guys, I wouldn't say I have body dysmorphia, but I definitely want to gain weight. I don't like how skinny I am. It's what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? But what if I was to make a song right now about people that feel like they're fat, feel like they're overweight, or feel like they're big, you know what I'm saying? Or people that feel like they're too small or skinny, you know what I'm saying? But since some of the lyrics contain me talking about people that are big or feeling too big or being called fat or whatever, would you call me a liar because I don't experience that, or am I speaking on something? It can go either way. 6-7.
So when it comes down to lyrics, I can understand some of the complaints. Personally, I don't really have a problem because I do find a lot of her songs very cathartic, but I could see why it grates on people's nerves.
She doesn't deserve such huge success.
Here's the age-old argument that
there's nothing to say about that. I mean, if you can't call this a hater, like I said, bro, there's some people, again, think about how you feel before you think about what you're going to say. Think about how you feel before you think. I need at least one person to comment that, so I know that at least that got across to you guys. Think about how you feel before you think about what you're going to say. She doesn't deserve such huge success. How? Now I see people talk about, like, maybe they say like, oh, Kim K didn't do anything or something like that. Yo, success in other areas could end up including public notoriety. If I win the lottery right now, you know the news station's gonna be right outside my door. And then there's gonna be people that know who I am because I won the lottery. Now you have a sense of fame. You know what I'm saying? You make good music and somebody like it. What you think gonna happen if you do music? She don't deserve huge success. And then again, remember I told y'all before, these, bro, she could use these as a doorstop. You know what I'm saying? She could be writing lyrics in her studio, and she got the fan on. You know what I'm saying? And it's blowing wind around, and she can use one of these to set the paper on so it don't move. You know what I'm saying? These don't make her successful. You, me, we made her successful. You feel what I'm saying? It's really weird to me that this comes from someone that doesn't like Billie Eilish, that doesn't like Ski, that doesn't like you, that doesn't like me. He doesn't deserve such huge success. You're not the one that attributed to it. Do you want everybody to think like you? You know what I'm saying? Why don't they? You know what I'm saying? Why is it so hard to believe? This is why I don't understand when people say like a rapper's trash or an artist's trash. It's art. That's why they're called an artist. And if you know what art is, it's to be interpreted by the viewer. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, the listener. The other day at the Streamer Awards, Speed won the Streamer of the Year award over Kai Cenat. You want to know why? Because more Speed fans voted him to win it than Kai Cenat fans. She doesn't deserve it. You know she has followers. I don't understand the logic behind a sentiment like this. You don't just tell, hey, everybody listen to Eilish, don't listen to her. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Here's the age-old argument that I love seeing people throw out every time somebody blows up, but it's, oh my god, Billie Eilish doesn't deserve to be this famous. Like, she's talented, but she doesn't deserve that much fame. Come on, bro. Who is the gatekeeper here? There's a lot of you in the audience. Go ahead, raise your hands. I will call you out.
I'll do it for you. All of them, bro. All of them right here, bro, that's looking at me right now, all of them were gatekeeping. They gate kept Bury a Friend. They gate kept Everything I Wanted. They almost gate kept Phineas from me. They didn't even want me to know that his nickname was Pinch. They didn't want me to know about Pepper. They didn't want me to know her dad is Iron Man. All of them right there. All of them. They're all gatekeepers. Yeah, you ain't think I was gonna call you out, Alana? Huh? Billy Gray, you think I love Bill? You think I was gonna call you out? Beef ain't never ending. Know where you stay. See you this weekend.
I think that gatekeeping is such a weird thing, especially in mainstream music, because Billie has most definitely crossed over. It's no longer an indie pop thing that's maybe a little bit niche. No, Billie is mainstream now. So yes, she's open to criticism, and of course, I have been critical in a few places. But but I genuinely do feel that it's very weird to say that somebody doesn't deserve a certain amount of fame, especially when they clearly do have a talent. It's not like she's just propping herself up on the backs of like 80 co-writers. It's genuinely just her and her brother the majority of the time.
White
and to say that she
Kanye
shouldn't have skyrocketed like
Luke
this, and that somebody
Skywalker.
else should have taken the place, a different
Darth
artist, a
Vader.
different band. I understand.
Harry Potter, Albus Dumbledore, Abraham Lincoln, Walt Disney, Steve Jobs, Eddie Ass.
Why you could feel despair and like, oh, my favorite band is never gonna make it, but just know that unfortunately with that mentality, that means you would have to turn on your favorite artist when they blow up too. So think about it.
Exactly. Like, what are you talking about? What does this mean? What are you talking about? What does this mean? Too young for all her awards? You have to be voted for these. You have to be voted for these. This is, like I just said about the last topic. You have it. This isn't, bro. You don't just. I've been watching, and then Grammys start just falling from the sky. That's not how it works. Someone went online and voted this, bro. She's too young for that. To say this, you have to tell her fan base to stop. You know what I'm saying? You have to tell her fan base to like just chill out, to stop listening to her, to stop voting for her. My nigga, let me tell you something, bro. Do you think this is just like, you know what I'm saying? Do you think this happened because of her haters? Do you see this? 92 million right now? 3 billion, 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, 1 billion? Awards aren't just handed out. It's an opinion that a lot of people hold, which is why they become the winner. You goofy.
Going hand in hand with my last point,
Exactly.
A lot of people seem to feel that Billie is too young for all of these accolades that she's being handed. In the thumbnail, you can see a picture of her stacking up all those Grammy wins, and
that she was voted by the public for, not just given. Not how it works. This was a vote.
Definitely swept at the 2020 Grammys, and a lot of people were very alarmed at that fact.
Because you didn't win. Would you have? Who was she getting voted against? She was getting voted against Lil Nas X, Lizzo, Ariana Grande. If any of them had won those, do you think they would feel that way? Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Happy because it fended off a few that I really didn't feel deserved it. Would I have liked to have seen more diversity? Absolutely. And not that.
That's not how it works. You're adding politics, guys. Let me tell you something. You cannot add politics to like sports and the most deserving. And this is why I like when award shows do like votes. This is why when the NBA does votes, the NFL does votes for MVP, for offensive player of the year, all that good stuff. It goes by what the people think. Like, you talking about more diversity, that means she's not gonna get something. Like, low-key, not to get all woke and stuff like that, and I'm not too big on politics, but there's this like that DEI thing where it's like with diversity, equality, inclusivity, which would basically say, and I'm not trying to be like an Uncle Tom here to anybody that might think that, but like they say like DEI is to get more diverse people in, you know what I'm saying? But let's say there's two black, there's a black person and a white person trying to become the manager at Walmart. The black person has been a manager before. They've done it for many years. They got references that can attest to their skill, and they are ready for the job. Then you get a white person that doesn't have any managerial experience or nothing like that, and they only have a high school diploma. But because they want to be more inclusive, and Walmart has all these black people, let's just go with the white guy and make him the manager. No, whoever deserves it is the one that should get it. You know what I'm saying? Her going up for all these awards and winning them is because she was voted and she was the most deserving of them. You don't just be like, oh yeah, but it should be more black women that should win, so just give one to Lizzo. If I'm Lizzo, I wouldn't even want the fucking award, because you just gave it to me just to make me feel included, just to support my demographic or something like that. No, the best one wins. If you want to win the award, make better music.
Billie didn't deserve it. But it's not just the Grammys. She's obviously taking home other awards. She got to do the James Bond theme song, No Time to Die.
Beyonce has like 20 something Grammys. Kanye has like 21 Grammys. Jay-Z has 12 platinum albums. Undeserving? Does he not deserve a platinum album, even though it has to be listened to a million times to get there? What are you talking about? And it's counterproductive to the haters' logic, because why are you putting so much damn value in a Grammy?
So young in her career, and a lot of people just did not care for that, considering it's been in the hands of Sam Smith and Adele and many other notable artists in the past. And yeah, Adele's Skyfall versus No Time to Die, it's not even a contest which song is better. That obviously goes to Adele. But No Time to Die is solid in its own right, and these are things that I think people like to nitpick more and
What do y'all think about that?
as they see Billie as this young artist, and how much could she possibly have to say? Why should she get this honor? Well, the Bond theme song has often gone to very popular artists who are blowing up at that time and who actually deserve to take on something that's seen as so important. Billie is given that right because she's obviously extremely talented, and you can say what you will about the actual
Look at her smile, by the way. Like, this is a nice picture. It's a nice picture.
song itself. I don't think it was jaw-dropping or flooring, but the fact that she is being given access to a lot of things like this at such a young age of only 18 currently, that's perfectly fine with me. I would rather it be this than Ray Shrimmerd or something.
Okay, so oh my god. But anyway, we're gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to say, like, he's harping on this age thing. Like, this is a very dangerous rhetoric, and it's also one that a lot of the older people, like millennials and all those other generations, hold with this whole being too young for stuff. She has never. Is she bankrupt? Has she ever gone bankrupt? She obviously, she has a good team, good family, good parents. She hasn't shown signs through her career that she can't handle anything. The closest, even when it came to like what people say about her or anything like that, I've never seen it. The closest that I saw with, and it was her being human, was when we watched the World's a Little Blurry documentary, when she didn't feel like going back out and greeting all the little fans and stuff like that after the concert, which she was tired of, from, and she was also young. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying she's too young to win stuff, but it's just like, it's like you need to understand, bro, how streaming works, bro. Okay? There is no such thing as she doesn't deserve 92,706,561 monthly listeners. You want to know why? Because look at the last part. Listeners. This is 92 million people that like to listen to her. This is, you don't create a Spotify, and this isn't a fake number that just sits there, like, and you can't, it doesn't go up or down. These are actual people. You know what I'm saying? Like, are y'all getting what I'm trying to say with that? Like, you can't just say someone doesn't deserve an award. If enough people like it, if 92 million people like something, they're going to listen to it. If 92 million people like Billie Eilish, then she's going to get 3 billion views, listens on Birds of a Feather. If there is no, she doesn't deserve 3 billion, then tell that to 92 million people. Like, the rhetoric behind it doesn't make sense. And then just to say that she's too young for something is some hating ass shit. That's just some hating ass, you old as fuck. Because let your daughter, you 50-year-old, let your daughter be 16 and have a hit song, you gonna think she deserve every award, every interview, every like, every comment, every subscribe, everything. You're hating. You're actually hating, and you don't even realize it. Wanna know why? Wanna know why? Say it with me, y'all. Because you're not thinking about how you feel before you think about what you say. This is just, I'm gonna let him have it. This is just out of.
Billie Eilish, the industry plant. Just imagine the record labels over there in the corner, just watering her every day, putting a little bit of extra nutrients in the soil, and oh, there we go. Universal? It's a superstar born right out of this bedroom. We even wrote up this awesome backstory for her like she's a video game character. No, that is unfortunately not what happened. That's been disproven by pretty much anybody who has bothered to look into her career at all. It's unfortunate that a lot of people feel that way, but I can understand the skepticism, I suppose. If you look at something and you feel like you're questioning an artist's authenticity, it's generally pretty easy to peel back the layers and see, oh, they're not entirely who they claim to be, who they want to be, or they're being controlled or manipulated by a label or somebody overhead.
The only person people say Meg Thee Stallion's an industry plant. The only person I have ever 100%, because again I'm positive, bro. But like but I'm also real. The only person I've ever applied the industry plant tag to is that y'all know Lil Tay. It was like this girl, like this little. She looks Asian. She was like 14 or something, but she would like run around flashing money, and she would be like sitting in the driver's seat of like a Bentley and stuff like that. And she's like, "I'm Lil Tay, I get money. Y'all hating and shit like that." Like she was actually being controlled. She was being told what to say, told what to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? That is the only person. When I was watching the World's a Little Blurry documentary, and Billie Eilish's mom was like, "Go out there and talk to them," and Billie said, she was, what did she say? She was like, "I feel like going to talk to a bunch of randos." I was like, well, damn. But you gotta understand, bro. Have you always felt like talking to somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like it just happens, bro. That ain't no industry plant shit. Ain't no industry plant finna talk like that. They finna like, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, massa, yeah, yes. Oh, okay. Hey guys, I am Billie Eilish. How are you? Yes, ocean eyes. The world is a little blurry. Hey guys, I have a question. When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
I don't see that being the case with Billie. Nobody put her there. She put herself on the map.
Absolutely not. First of all, and this is not to discredit Billie, but Steve Jobs, Walt Disney, Tim Cook, Luke Skywalker, Harry Potter, Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom, SpongeBob SquarePants, Harry the Platypus, Phineas put her here. Ocean Eyes could have just performed Ocean Eyes and it went nowhere. He said, "The force is strong with this one. You perform it." Now look at her. That too put her here, technically. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, she's not an industry plant though.
She was the self-proclaimed Justin Bieber stan for so long, and then she grew up and started making her own music, just in a very different way, and in a much better way
Y'all like
than
dark
Bieber,
chocolate?
but that's a different story.
Wait, hold up. Wait, do y'all like dark chocolate? Her whisper singing is off-putting. Okay, now let me talk to y'all about this one. It's been a million times. I'm pretty sure I done told y'all a couple times with that. Like, to me, the whisper singing is only ass when the beat is also quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because because sometimes, like, remember, I don't come from this genre. You know what I'm saying? I started listening to Billie Eilish because of you guys in June. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm hearing her sometimes, even now, like there's gonna be a video in the future that I'm gonna listen to by her, and I'm gonna be like, it's so fucking quiet. And in my mind, I'm gonna be like, how the fuck do y'all like this? You know what I'm saying? But like, cause sometimes it's just so quiet. It's so quiet. It's like can't get down with this, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I would say off-putting. Maybe I could say off-putting, but like it is that whisper shit is definitely an acquired taste. Now, don't get me wrong. She does the whisper singing on Shahiro. You know what I'm saying? I would call that the whisper singing, but the beat is not also quiet. I would say some low key like Bury a Friend is low key kind of like that. It's very the beat is very just and she's like you know what I'm saying? Like some of her songs are like that, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's why if you notice in the Bury a Friend one, I think I actually kept it real. Did I? Keep it real, then low key, I should start doing YouTube, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but if I'm not mistaken, I definitely liked the video, but I didn't really like the song and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, like this one, this is just like a music opinion, and I wouldn't say that someone that says this is hating on Billie Eilish or hates Billie Eilish. This is just an opinion that you can be like, okay, like do y'all feel me on that one? Like even if y'all disagree, do y'all see why I would say that? You know what I'm saying? Like so, because that's how I see it.
You've heard of the old whistle while you work routine. Well, how about at number 5? Why do people hate Billie Eilish? It's whisper while you sing. A lot of people seem extremely aggravated, and I've seen this a lot in various discussion boards online, including Reddit, that the whisper vocals are just a little bit try-hard for them. Like, I can't do it. She doesn't actually sing like this. Why does she have to mumble? When are we gonna leave the mumble pop phase? We had mumble rap, now it's mumble pop.
Mumble,
I
she's
honestly
mumbling though.
feel that this ASMR styled singing does fit her.
That's a good way to call it. ASMR, because she literally be like, that's a good one. Guys, I agree with this one, bro. I'm sorry. The whistle, like the whispering stuff, low key, I just be like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no words for it. It's just like, what is this in like the most calm way possible? That's why, this is also why I like looking at music videos, because it helps me understand the depth of the song in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Or put like visuals to what I'm hearing, you know?
Occasionally, she breaks out and lets those vocals shine. She obviously knows her way around a pop hook, considering how big Bad Guy actually got and the massive audience that connected with. But some of her other moments, like When the Party's Over, showcase those vocals in such a magnetic, hypnotizing way. I genuinely feel that she's a talented vocalist, and perhaps, sure, as she gets older, maybe she can show us more of that range, but to say that she's so limited or that she's not skilled as a vocalist, there are different styles of vocal training, and I think that even any vocal coach would tell you that. You don't have to be impressed, but you also don't need to really slam down simply because it's not your style.
Absolutely. We are here. Yes. This is now again, I said this a couple minutes ago. I meant technically. Billie Eilish definitely has her foot in this, obviously. She is the brand, the person, the all that. I'm just saying, what if he didn't go in her room and be like, you should sing this song? Who knows? That's all I'm saying. The actual mastermind? Okay, I might have been saying he's the mastermind behind all that. Okay, let's just hold. Put down the pitchforks, put down the torches. Let's just hear him out first. I'm just saying. I might agree with this. I'm just saying.
Ghostwriter Phineas has entered the chat, allegedly, that is. A lot of people feel that Billie Eilish does not write her own material.
Okay, that's cap.
And that her brother does all of the work. Phineas is very talented. I've listened to some of his solo stuff. He even had a band called The Stylists, I believe, that went on tour for like Warped Tour back in 2015. He's been all around. He was on Glee back in the day. So the dude is versatile.
What?
And I can understand why people maybe feel that his work ethic is perhaps better or stronger. But from everything that both of them have said, it's a two-part thing. It's an effort that goes between both of them. Maybe somebody has a little vocal idea, somebody has an instrumental musical idea, and they bring it together and work it out. Now, obviously, Phineas has been around a little bit longer. Maybe he has more expertise in certain areas, but he's really helped mentor and guide Billie as she's kind of come into her own.
Exactly. Listen to Family Feud if you don't know ball. Fuck, nigga.
Coming of age story, and I don't necessarily feel that one is doing more work than the other, or that they're keeping a chart or a log of who is doing exactly what. I think a lot of the lyrics genuinely do come from Billie, and I don't personally feel that he's over here just writing all of the songs saying, alright Billie, that's great, but we're gonna update this here and we're gonna change it. I think songs like Everything I Wanted are proof of that, considering she wrote it about a dream that she had about her brother Phineas. So it's...
You know, it's crazy because y'all commented saying that I was vibing to the song even though it had a deep meaning. I did not catch I talked about this in a recent video that I need to low-key just like actually calm down and listen to the lyrics a little bit more. But again, like I told y'all, I got that neurodivergent going on in my brain. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I watch music videos because I need to under. It helps me. Well, maybe it doesn't help me understand. Maybe I need to watch lyric videos, something like that. But I had no idea that everything I wanted was a dream about her brother. Wasn't she like, if they knew what they said would hurt me, what would they say instead? That's all I remember. What was she talking about? What I gotta do with Phineas?
Up to you whether you actually believe that she's writing her songs or not. I do feel that she is, and I think some people just kind of look at her and say, oh, she's the girl over there that is not like the other girls, and she is just sitting there brooding and pouting and not smiling and everything else, and Phineas is doing all of the work. No, it's
See, this is on the outside looking in. Shout out to you if you've been watching this whole time. But this is just on the outside looking in. Again, I have the saga is what we at part 7 on the edit saga, but then we still have funny moments. We have funny moments. We have funny moments. Like yo, like if you just tuning into her music or you watch one video on Billie Eilish and then you make that whole assumption about their whole lifestyle and who they are, you're weird. And then to judge a musician like as at that by one music video or one song, so you think this is the only song they have? You think you stumbled across this video? They always gotta be famous for you to come across their video. You think that's representative of exactly who they are? Niggas really think Billie Eilish not out here smiling? She's about to be 24 in what 3 days, 2 days now, Alana? She about to be 24 and she's like rich as fuck. You think she's not having fun? Somebody get this clown a red nose.
a two-person effort.
Oh shit. Ooh. 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 I know y'all making a stank face right now. I know y'all making a stank. Ooh shit. I got y'all. His name is Beyond ARTV.
The final reason that I've stumbled onto that people don't like Billie Eilish is her fans. Toxic fans and toxic stans.
Wait, is that Alana? Alana, you gotta do something about that. You can't let him do you like that.
Can be terrible, and stan culture in general is at an all-time low in terms of
I do
just
agree.
how toxic it can be. It's alarming when I go on and just see the things that these people talk about and how it can be so distracting to the music itself. It feels like maybe the fans of the stans don't actually care about the music as much as they do her persona that she puts out on.
Absolutely. I agree with this. This is with any fan base that's like standing, bro. If you're standing, bro, calm it down. Okay, and I'm even talking to you if you're a Billie Eilish fan, bro. Like appreciate the music, but like low key keep it there. Like if you know certain things about her personal life and you hear somebody saying the wrong thing, okay, it's okay to correct them and stuff, but please don't go around like just offending. Okay, so basically don't do what I just did this whole video. But I'm just saying like don't take it to the point where you're like deeply offended and being mean to other people for their opinion, even if they're being mean first. You know what I'm saying? Do not fight fire with fire. Two wrongs don't make it right, okay? Live to be a good person every single day the best that you can. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I say Billie Eilish got bad drip in the video, and then here come people saying what they want or whatever, like, bro, it's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? And again, even if somebody's being nasty, doesn't mean you have to go down to their level. Because if you really love Billie Eilish and stuff, and you see someone hating on them, like the people that made up these 7 opinions that this guy talked about, you know what I'm saying? And you start being rude to them, what does that say about Billie Eilish's fan base? You see what I'm saying? So if you really want to represent someone that you like, calm down. Corey Kenshin tells his fan base this a lot. And you know what I'm saying? Well, his community. I really don't like saying fan base or nothing like that. But he actually makes videos telling his community like to calm down if someone's talking bad about him, bro. Like because it looks bad on the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? So yo, like just relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think Billie Eilish goes his hard when people talk about her? No, because she's a millionaire. She doesn't even have time to respond. So why do you have time? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you gonna catch yourself in one of those little debates or arguments and stuff like that. But just don't get it to the point where this is what you're living for. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want you guys to start to deteriorate from the inside out, being parasocial. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being a fan, having a fan page, nothing like that. Like, again, I'm YoungBoy's biggest fan, and I'm going to defend him every single time someone talk crazy about him. But I still realize and acknowledge he does not know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the end of the world if someone doesn't like YoungBoy. None of y'all listen to YoungBoy. I name two. I want everybody to name two YoungBoy songs if you can, out loud or type it in the comments, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a fact of life. People aren't gonna like what you like, and there's gonna be negative people. That doesn't mean you have to be negative too, and you need to accept that people differ from you.
Online, or the vibe. But it seems like Billie herself is even unsubscribed to the idea of social media being so important. And yes, it does help drive her career because she's incredibly well known there, but she's stopped reading comments herself because it's dragged her down. If it's dragging her down and it's your own fandom, then you know something is wrong. There you have it, everyone. 7 reasons why the internet hates Billie Eilish. Did you agree with any of these points, or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments section.
I basically agree with her. Oh, shoot.
Like on the video while you're here, and keep in mind, of course, the general points themselves were not my opinions, and I, of course, gave my 2 cents.
He's scared.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into another episode of Hate It or Love It. I'll have more of these coming very soon. If you want to see more of those in the meantime, there's a full playlist right here, or tap here for my review of Billie's album. Other than that, you can find me on social media, including my Patreon if you want to help support the channel. It's patreon.com/ARTV, and I'll see you.
Shut the fuck up! Alright, so like I agree with 2 of them. The whisper singing being off-putting, and Phineas be the mastermind. I don't think he's the full mastermind, but he definitely has a foot in the Billie Eilish brand for sure. To me, that's just facts. Y'all might agree, you might disagree. Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? The other one was like the whisper singing being off-putting. For me, it's just not a sound that I subscribe to. Like I said, that's just an acquired taste. Don't know how y'all really feel about that one. But, you know what I'm saying? Again, it's my opinion, and this is not going to stop anyone from listening to Billie Eilish from here on out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still going to be listening to Billie. You know what I'm saying? I am just not going to like every song because like I just told y'all, am not parasocial. I do not believe everything Billie Eilish puts out is going to be fire. I don't think everything YoungBoy's going to put out is going to be fire. I don't think everything Imagine Dragons is going to put out is going to be fire. I don't think everything Kanye West puts out is gonna be fire. He just talked about doing stuff with his cousin that I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that someone does, even if they're your favorite artist, you need to understand that if you think that everything your favorite artist puts out is fire, you might be in love with them. And you might have to go to a doctor. Okay? Like nobody's perfect, bro. Nobody. Not Billie, not you, not me, nobody. Okay? So like, yeah, those are the 2 that I agreed with semi. I didn't agree with them fully. And then the rest was just hate comments from old people and haters and negative people, negative Nancy's, you know what I'm saying? Angry Aarons, you know what I'm saying? Debbie Downers, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know, hater Henrys and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all thought. This took a minute, but it was fun. I'll see you.